My little brother saved me from my stalker. I am posting this story from a throwaway because I'm embarrassed about how I handled this whole situation, and I don't want it connected to my real name. I'll start with some background. I'm a 20-year-old college student and my brother is 17. The story happened over summer, so I was home from college. Our parents were out of town because it was their 25th anniversary and they decided to take a vacation, leaving me and my bro home alone, which was fine by us. We spent most of the time drinking beer and playing Mario Party. During one of our game sessions, I showed my brother all the texts I had been getting from a guy I had gone to high school with. I didn't think much of them, they were mostly just weak attempts at flirting. Occasionally he would say something about one of my Facebook posts, or about seeing me somewhere, but I thought it was harmless. My brother seemed really concerned. He pointed out that the guy was texting me at least 7 times a day. He told me if I ever needed him, all I had to do was text him the word help and he'd come, no matter what. I laughed at him and said he was being paranoid. Obviously that sort of thing would never happen to me. I was very wrong. 2 days after we had that conversation, my brother was at his girlfriend's house, so I was completely alone. Me being the dummy I am, I posted on Facebook home alone tonight. About 45 seconds after posting it, I got a message from the guy saying he could be at my house in 5 minutes, and that he wanted to spend time with me. I told him no, but thanked him for offering. He responded by saying it was too late and he was already on his way. I told him no again, but he insisted that I spend time with him, and he said he had something special planned for us tonight. I again said I wasn't interested, to which he responded, "Too late, I'm already here." I went to my front door and opened it, only to see him standing there, holding a bottle of very expensive red wine. I noticed the bottle had been opened, but it was still full. Now we get to the part I'm embarrassed about. I let him convince me to let him in. Once he was inside, he poured 2 glasses of the wine. I didn't touch mine, because I noticed that he wasn't drinking his. He kept insisting that I drink mine, to the point of being angry that I wouldn't drink it. It was about this time that I realized something was wrong. I excused myself and went to the bathroom, where I texted my brother. When I left the bathroom, I noticed the guy had stood up and had his eyes locked on me. He looked furious. He mumbled something about how I hadn't done it the easy way. He started moving towards me and I froze. His eyes looked like those of an animal. I completely froze up. I wanted to fight and scream, but I just couldn't move at all. He grabbed me and forced me to the floor, but I still didn't fight. I shut my eyes and waited for the inevitable, but just then a miracle happened. I heard the door open. My brother came flying in, calling out my name and asking if I were all right. My attacker stood up and tried to run, but my brother grabbed him and wrestled him to the ground. He pinned my attacker down and said the single most intimidating thing I've heard him say in his life: "If you text her again, I'll hurt you. If you look at her again, I'll hurt you. If you touch her, I'll kill you." He then dragged the guy out of our house and threw him to the pavement. I've never heard from him again. After talking to my bro later that night, I learned that his girlfriend's parents weren't home that night. He skipped out on almost definitely making love to come save me without a single question.